Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Maths Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. We'll be talking about how to find vertex of a quadratic equation or a parabola. Please try as much as possible to review the previous videos, especially the completing the square method. So it's very important you know how to do the completing the square method before coming here, all right? And also, if you've not subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell. So when I upload new videos, you'll be the first person to know. So what does the vertex mean? The vertex of a quadratic equation or a parabola is the highest or the lowest point of the equation. So that means it's, for instance, if you have a quadratic equation like this is the vertex. If you have something like this is the vertex. So that means it's the highest or the lowest point of a quadratic equation. So I'm aware that some people use this to take notes, so I'm going to write it down. So the vertex of a quadratic equation or parabola is the highest. Okay, the highest or lowest point to that equation. Okay, so when we talk about the vertex is the highest or the lowest point of that equation. So for instance, you can have this. This is like the highest point, and this is the lowest one, the lowest point. All right. So one of the things as well is that what are the characteristics of a vertex? One of the things is that it lies on the plane of symmetry of the entire parabola. So it lies on the plane of symmetry of the entire parabola, as well as whatever lies on the left of the parabola is the complete mirror image of whatever lies on the right. So if you look at this, for example, so if this is the vertex, so you can see that this is a mirror image of this, all right? This is a mirror image of that there. The same thing, if you do this, the vertex completely divides it into two equal parts along the plane of symmetry, all right? So I'm going to write it down here. So one of the characteristics or some of the characteristics of vertex, okay? The first thing here is that it lies on the plane of symmetry. Okay, of the entire what? Parabola. And number two is that whatever lies on the left, okay, of the parabola is a complete mirror image of whatever is on the right. Okay, so you can see that the vertex of a quadratic equation or parabola is the highest or the lowest point. Is that okay? So the highest point, and it's on the plane of symmetry of the entire parabola, as well as that wherever lies on the left lies on the what? The right. Now, most of you be asking, okay, why do I need to find the vertex? Why the vertex is important? Why is this important? Why do I need to know what the vertex is of a parabola? Now, the vertex is going to be very important when we come to sketching of the graph. So we're going to talk about sketching. That will be the next videos after this, okay? The next video series on this. So we'll talk about sketching. It's important to know the vertex so that you can sketch the graph. And also it enables you to write down the equation of a parabola sometimes when you have little information or limited information on it. Is that okay? So number one, it helps you to sketch, all right? So it helps you to sketch the graph. This out of the way. So helps you to sketch the graph of a quadratic function. Okay. So it helps to sketch the graph of a quadratic function. So, and also usually is when having only seen its equation. So based on the equation, you can determine the vertex, or even if you are given some few points, all right, you can now also determine what the vertex is, and therefore you can now sketch the graph, all right? So it's important to know how to find the vertex, and also it will enable you to write the equation of the parabola, giving only limited information about it. So that means the vertex helps you to sketch, okay, which is important. It will help you to sketch the graph. Put another color for that. So it help you to sketch and also help you to write down the what? The equation of the parabola, especially when you have limited information about it. Okay, so what are we going to do in this video? What we're going to do is that I'm going to show you two methods of finding parabola, okay? Let me use it in the next let me use the next whiteboard. Okay, so I'm going to talk about two methods. So we're going to talk about the methods of finding vertex. We're going to talk about the methods of finding the vertex for a given quadratic equation. So we're going to talk about two ways. I'm going to use the vertex formula. So similarly, there's a formula to find the vertex, and also you can also use the completing the square method. All right. So you can also use complete the square method if you want to. Like I always say, any of them is easy depending on what you comfortable about. So that means if we're looking for a vertex that is x and y, to use the formula is equal to minus b over 2a. And also to get a y, you substitute minus b over 2a function, and that will give you the y for that, okay? But if you want to use completing the square, I'm going to talk about this. So I'm going to have separate videos for each of this. So like the next video, I'm going to talk about the vertex formula, and the video after that, I'm going to talk about how to use the complete the square method, all right? So if you have the complete the square method as well, and you're looking for the vertex, the same thing, you have to write it in the complete the square format, which is the ax plus p squared plus q, and this, the vertex from there is going to be minus p and what? Q. Don't worry, I will explain. And also, if you're also looking for a vertex for this, and your formula was ax minus p squared plus q, the vertex for that is going to become p and q. All right, I'm going to talk about each of and every one of this. So that'll be that for this video series. So what I just wanted to explain here was that the vertex is of a quadratic equation of parabola is the highest or the lowest point. So the highest point or the lowest point is the vertex. One of the two characteristics is that it lies on the plane of symmetry of the entire parabola, and whatever lies on the left is also a complete mirror image of what lies on the right. And while we do use the vertex, we use it to sketch graph or quadratic function, and also help us to write the equation of a parabola, all right? And we have two methods of finding the vertex that we'll discuss very soon. We're going to talk about the vertex formula and completing the square method, all right? And that will be that for that. So the next video, we're going to talk about the vertex formula. I'm going to go into the vertex formula. How do you use the vertex formula to find the vertex for a quadratic equation, all right? So I'll see you soon. And if you have any question, feel free to drop me a message, or you can send me an email, And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button so that when I post a new video, you'll be the first person to know. So we're going to see you in the next video where we discuss the vertex formula.